Hi, my name's Jason and welcome to Technique of the Week. Today we're going to be showing you if we're doing one of these epoxy trough type of things here. We're going to show pouring in here. If we were going to pour this epoxy in here, obviously as it fills up, it's going to want to run to the lowest spot, so it's going to all run out of here. But that's one of the effects that we want, and it's going to be kind of cool with this, is this is going to be clear at the end. So that's what we want it to look like. So how are we going to keep it from going out of here with it being all jagged and like with this rock face liner? So that's what today's technique is going to be, just forming off this end, how to make this look right. First thing I'm going to do with this is cut a piece of melamine board, just regular 3/4 inch melamine, and it's got to be long enough that it fits the whole way across here. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to take a pencil and just get it in here far enough so it hits the whole thing, and just kind of trace around this profile. The next thing we're going to do is get some of that molding clay. So I'm going to roll this out into probably like an 1/8 inch circle. Now I'm going to take my piece that we traced the line on. I'm going to set it down. I'm just going to follow that same shape, and we're going to stay back probably a 1/4 to 1/2 inch back from where our mark was. The next thing that's going to happen is we're going to take these quick grips and just clamp this piece that we just did this to, just clamp that to the countertop, and that's going to suck this up to the bottom of this and make a tight seal along the bottom here where this board's going to go. We've put a piece of tape along this edge because I don't want the epoxy to get on here, but we also need to have just a little bit of the side of the concrete showing, because when we put our putty in here, we need to attach to that. If we just had the tape the whole way to the edge, the epoxy can run behind the tape. The next thing I'm going to do is take a piece of the casting mat. Okay, that's what's going to make our form here for the epoxy. So that's where this is going. So I have to fill from here to here with the putty to make this work. I like to use this clear casting mat that we just ripped. What's nice about it is when I press it against this putty, I can see if it's making good contact the whole way along there. So I know that I have a good seal. The next thing I'm going to use is just one of these sculpting tools. You can get these at any craft store or whatever. And I'm just going to use these to kind of come up the back side of this and shave this clay off even. Now I'm just going to take my finger and kind of just rub along there to make sure I have a good seal between that and the concrete. That's it for this week's Technique of the Week. If you're putting epoxy like this and need to form it off, that clay works great to kind of stop any epoxy when it's put in something. It'll find any little hole, it'll find its way out and it'll leak. So the putty just allows us to make a tight seal there, and this should work pretty good. Thanks for watching this week, and remember, if you haven't already subscribed to Technique of the Week, you can do it on our webpage at www.techniqueoftheweek.org and sign up, and you'll get these in your inbox every Friday morning. Thanks for joining us.